Hey guys, T-Ball here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Kid. It's the new Tier 6 Destroyer, USN Destroyer. Just came out on July the 4th. And I had a number of replays to pick from. I ended up going with this one because it just kind of shows the ship in its natural environment. It's a domination match. USN Destroyers thrive off domination matches, capturing points, holding points, contesting points. It does it all. Now, when I first heard the ship came out, or when I first got up this morning and looked at some of the reactions online, a few people were saying, the torpedoes on this are garbage, there's only one launcher, we're just going to take a pass on the ship. Not interested. Which is cool. If you're looking for a torpedo boat, this is definitely not what you're looking for. If you're looking for a destroyer, a gunboat, which should strike the fear in every other destroyer in the game, yeah, this could definitely be what you're looking for. This thing is an absolute beast. I don't know if I could pick my favorite premium right now, but this is definitely in contention for it. I probably played, I don't know, 20, 25 games. I'd guess my win rate on it's probably about 80, 90%, somewhere in that range. It's just savage. It's a lot of fun to play, very effective ship, so if you're into the USN destroyers in particular and you're willing to accept a ship where you may forget you have torpedoes until you really need them, this is definitely something you should be giving a nice hard look at. I can see we only have one destroyer in this game, and he's obviously not on this cap, so as soon as I capture that, we're going to move in on that Fuso, take a couple shots just because he's sailing through. Now keep an eye on the planes in this game. This thing shoots down planes like a madman. So that's going to be an added bonus when we get aircraft carriers. But you might be thinking, well, we don't have aircraft carriers, so that's not a big deal. Well, destroyers are the one class that planes really... I mean, I don't know if everyone realizes how pernicious planes are to your health. I mean, being unspotted is a big thing, but it's extremely important for destroyers, so... a plane can actually get destroyers killed quite often, so... the fact that this thing shoots them all down is awesome. It's just an added bonus to an already sweet ship. The other thing you might notice is you got 4 consumables. Yeah, that's right, you got a heal. You got 2 heals. This thing heals 82 points per second, hits points per second, 28 seconds per charge. Comes out to just shy of 2,300 health. So you factor in 2 of those, you got 4,600 health you're restoring. On an already, out of the tier 6 destroyers in the game right now, this is the highest HP, you know, in the game. So, assuming you're using the heals when you are able to use them fully, i.e. when you have a bunch of light damage that's going to get healed by the heal, you're effectively running about a 20,000 HP destroyer at tier 6. Very good. I mean... and the heals are game changers. I mean, that's why destroyers need to fear this thing, because toe to toe, it's already a USN destroyer. It already pumps out shots. Assuming the guy running it can hit those shots, it can melt any destroyer. And by the way, you know, if 2 good destroyer players are going to add it together, well, it's about a 50-50 coin flip, right? Well, not if you have the heal, because all of a sudden you're healing 2,000 HP, and that's, you know, a couple salvos worth of damage, so maybe even more than that, I don't know. So that turns the tide quite often, and going against other destroyers, this thing's a mean son of a gun, you know. So, you know, if this is the kind of ship you're interested in, this thing is awesome. You know, I've had a lot of fun playing this. I'm not a kid salesman, but whoever's the kid salesman, it's got an easy job, because these things should be going like hotcakes. Now, the Snowland's obviously having trouble shooting me because I'm in the smoke, and I kind of left him alone just because I had opportunities on that Fuso, I believe, back there to just continue to hit broadside with the AP. But once the smoke was getting close to going down, and I decided I need to get rid of that Norlands before he completely wrecked me. But again, we're just gonna keep resuming pumping out damage with this thing. Now the smoke's gone, but you know, you can have some fairly high damage games with this thing, and most of them aren't going to involve torpedoes whatsoever. The torpedoes are defensive in nature. I might have a torpedo strike in this game, I can't remember. Maybe an attempted torpedo strike. Well, we did try and torpedo that New Orleans, and then potentially another one. Now this Michael springs in here, because obviously it was causing a lot of problems there. And he's probably trying to capture B. So I get stuck on the island here, which is a major problem. But we're going to switch to AP, and once he starts getting into the cap, we're going to get some damage on him, but we're also going to get some Defender ribbons. Defender ribbons are a juicy source of XP and credits, so in domination mode, or even capture the base mode, defending the base pays. But once I spring free of this island, I'm going to get out of here. Now my thinking is, I'm going to concede B here, and I'm going to try and flip this other cap. And if I'm able to do that, then losing B is no problem. We're going to still have a 2-to-1 cap advantage, and that should be a good thing considering where we are in the game. Now I don't know why he's not shooting at me. He might be trying to torpedo. I'm not going to complain. I'm not responsible for his play. He probably could have wrecked me with a couple cells there, but whatever. The traverse on that thing's really slow. Maybe he was having a hard time bringing the guns around. I don't know. But we got that plane again, and now we're just going to start pumping out some more damage. And again, because you have heals, it's going to allow you to play pretty aggressively in this thing. Even when you take some shots right off the bat, because you have some backup HP in your pocket, that's not going to shake you off for the rest of the game and make you play really conservative. You know, you can still continue to put yourself in positions where maybe you wouldn't otherwise be able to. So we're just taking shots here, we're shooting down planes, you know, it's all good. And our team's managed to score all 3 caps now, or secure all 3 caps, so this game's looking really good. And this is, again, this is this ship's environment. Pop another heal, and let's keep the party going, you know. But toe-to-toe, you know, I mean, toe-to-toe without destroyers, this thing, it doesn't win every matchup, but it's a force to be reckoned with if the guy playing it knows what he's doing. That's so. Now that we see he's capturing B, I'm just gonna go over there, and I don't think I can get there to stop him in time. But if we can eliminate that ship, that'd be a nice thing, and then we can recapture B, which of course is another nice chunk of HP / credits for us, and not to mention in terms of winning the game, is strategically the right play. So that's the plan here. I thought he might be right on the edge here. He is a little bit further out than I thought. And there's another attempted torpedo strike. But now, in this sequence, I did want to point out, you see the front and back parts of the ship are fully colored and the center is discolored. There's more HP in these discolored parts. That's why I'm trying to shoot at those. I was landing some shots in the middle. I don't know if they were shattering or the HP was getting really low, but you can actually completely deplete the HP in a darkened section like that. So if that ever happens to you, if you start shooting at a ship that's darkened like that and you notice you're not scoring any points, that's the reason. There's no HP left, so move on to another part of the ship. Now the Citadel, obviously if you're landing shots in there, that has its own HP pool, and there's plenty of HP to be sucked out of those things. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much, this game's in the bag, you know. We got all 3 caps again, we got massive ship lead, and you know, I thought this was a pretty good demonstration of this. Now we do have an Akatsuki here. He's going to be a full health guy. He comes around the corner here. Right now I'm just kind of looking at ships, you know, let's get some little bit more damage, pump the score a little bit. But this Akatsuki comes around the corner here, and he'll be full health. I'm obviously extremely low health and no heals. Well, Akatsuki actually has better guns than I think a lot of people realize. That ship can do some damage, at least with destroyers. But keep in mind he's full health here, and we'll just see how the fight goes. Again, you know, every 3.3 is the base reload on this thing. Just rips damage out. Now, I've always used Halsey on my USN Destroyers. I'm trying Burke on this just because it's so brawly, and his perk to continue to operate the ship even when you lose your steering or whatever, I find that to be invaluable. So I actually did put some points into him, and so far I'd probably recommend Burke, like in that play. Now the Akatsuki did kill me there, but I just wanted, you know, if you noticed, his HP was low. Had I had a heal, had I had another grand or two worth of HP, not a chance. Japanese destroyers need to be extremely afraid of the kid. You know, your little I'm gonna torpedo destroyer play does not work in the ship. At least not in my experience. And it'll melt you, you know, and it'll pose a serious threat to any destroyer. So, you know, the destroyers that can smoke up and use the sonar are probably going to have the strongest advantage against this in a toe-to-toe fight, but any destroyer needs to respect this ship because it's absolutely awesome. Would I recommend it? I can't say how much the dollar is worth to you, but I love the ship, so if that has any value to you, then take it what it's worth. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. That's a big help to the channel when you do. If you're new to the channel, well, you should consider subscribing. I got a lot of World of Warships content coming out all the time. If you have questions, comments for me, leave them below. I'd love to hear from you. And we'll see y'all later. Alright, peace.